Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon and good evening, wherever you may be in this whole wild world. Welcome to this very, very special day for all women. This is the UN International Day for Women. And from the stable of the International Maritime Organization, IMO, we are marking this day in a very, very special way. We have participants from all over the world, and we have allies as well. My name is William Azu. I work for IMO, and my role this morning is to introduce our moderator who will run this important show. Our moderator is Dr. Momoko Kitada. Dr. Kitada is an associate professor. She deals in gender, culture, and human element. She works for the World Maritime University, which I believe all of you know. It resonates. Dr. Momoko, it may interest you to know, is a former seafarer, and she joined WMU in 2011 and serves currently as the associate professor, as I said, and also works in the WMU's Women Association since 2014. She has well over 17 years of research experience in women in maritime and ocean sectors. Dr. Kitada teaches subjects in maritime education and training, generally called MET, and maritime energy management. Dr. Kitada leads WMU's collaboration efforts in the IMO in terms of women's integration in maritime sector and assists the association in connection with other IMO regional support networks. She regularly meets the members of Women in Maritime Association in different regions, including Asia, Pacific, Caribbean, and the Arab states. Dr. Kitada is also leading several projects, such as empowering women in the Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development and Transport, the 2040 Future of Working, amongst others. She is a certified ILO's participatory gender audit facilitator. Dr. Kitada has 15 pages of CV, but the interest of time, I have reduced it to 2 paragraphs, but giving you all the important elements. We couldn't have asked for a better moderator for this very important event than Momoko, as we call her. Dr. Momoko Kitada, the floor is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. William Azu, Head of Africa Section, Technical Cooperation Division of IMO, for your kind introduction. Good morning, afternoon, and good evening for all the participants. My name is Dr. Momoko Kitada, Associate Professor of the World Maritime University, WMU. Today, I serve as a moderator for today's very exciting webinar to mark the 8th of March, recognized as the International Women's Day, together with very important maritime stakeholders, our speakers, and the audience. This year's International Women's Day theme set by the UN Women is Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. Maritime workforce is still highly male-dominated. The latest BIMCO and ICS Maritime Labor Force Report 2021 states that the representation of STCW certified women seafarers is only 1.28% of the total seafaring workforce. In the shore-based maritime jobs, 95% of the all administrative roles are occupied by women, in comparison with only 5% of maritime executive leadership team roles. This is a worldwide figure reported by Spinnaker's Maritime HR Association recently. So it is evident that the maritime industry needs to increase women in leadership positions. A key intervention for this program is education and training. The IMO offers a number of fellowship opportunities for technical training targeted for women. Some are short courses focusing on port management, others are degree programs such as Master's Program in Maritime Affairs at World Maritime University and LLM program at the International Maritime Law Institute, IMLI. The details can be found in the IMO's Women in Maritime website. So today, we will hear another exciting training program to be launched during this live webinar, hosted by IMO in collaboration with the Women International Shipping and Trading Association, WISTA International, and Maritime SheEo. This webinar is live on YouTube, where recordings can be viewed later. As a participant, you can engage with us through a Q&A box in which you can post your questions, and the panelists will answer during the discussion later on. So let me call the first speaker, Mrs. Sanjayam Gupta, founder of Maritime SheEo, who can share with us about the background and objectives of the Maritime SheEo program. Mrs. Sanjayam, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Dr. Momoko. Hello and namaste from India. His Excellency Mr. Kitaklim, WISTA International President Despina, dignitaries, respected guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by wishing you a happy Women's Day and say that this is a very special day today because we are about to launch a program that I believe will accelerate the pace of women. The story for how the program started is something very simple, but I'd like to share with you. It actually started at an IMO WIMA event in Alexandria, Egypt, where over a cup of coffee, Helen Bunny and myself discussed what we should be doing to have more women leaders. Since there are very few women leaders in maritime as in other industries, how can we ensure that we get the opportunities to make them rise to leadership positions? It's not enough having women only in the lower support positions. Having more women leaders ensures that we have more women at decision-making roles, more role models for other women to look up and aspire to reach those positions, thereby creating a pipeline of women leaders. It aligns with the goals of capacity building, and creating the leadership program was a way to turn this dream into a reality. It's an opportunity to give organizations who want to have more women leaders, but say they can't find them, a reason to invest in women's training. Women in maritime need the support, the recognition they deserve, and it is Maritime SheEo's goal to recognize these women, to encourage more and more women to be part of the industry. Finally, I'd like to say this collaboration is very important because when you want to go fast, you go alone. But when you want to go far, you go together. And I believe that WISTA International, IMO and Maritime SheEo can make the goal of having more women leaders possible by starting with this first pilot program and hopefully many more to come. And actually, we will have the satisfaction that we have created the pipeline of future maritime women leaders. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanjayam Gupta. The program is in real need for the maritime industry worldwide. I also found that it is so encouraging to see such an initiative and leadership coming from the global south, including India. So today's maritime industry in the era of digitalization and decarbonization is largely led by the global north. So this is truly encouraging that we have so many diverse leadership opportunities that the maritime industry embraces. Let us call another maritime leader to the floor. The next speaker is Ms. Despina Theodosiou, the president of the WISTA International, who can talk about the importance of the Leadership Accelerator Programme. Ms. Despina, please take the floor.
Thank you so much, Dr. Momoko. Secretary General, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, Kalimera, as we say in Greek, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Happy International Women's Day. It is a great honor to be here with you today and to be part of the launch of the IMO and WISTA together with the Maritime SheEo Leadership Accelerator Programme. The Leadership Accelerator Programme is an 8-week program, and it represents in a very tangible way the MOU signed between the IMO and WISTA in 2020. The objectives of that MOU are very much alive today, 2 years on, and this program is but one realization of that. I want to take these few minutes to highlight one critical reason why this leadership program is so important for everyone in this industry, and that is confidence. The women who will begin this program today represent our future. Some are already in roles of some authority and leadership, others aspiring to gain further recognition and position in their careers. They are on this course for their own different reasons. They seek what any career-inspired individual at work seeks, but often find that they do not have the opportunities to do so. This course will help fill that gap. Shipping needs new thinking and new ways of addressing future and existing challenges. It also requires leadership that is fit for purpose and ready to do things differently and take calculated risks. It needs people with the confidence to take those steps. The women who have applied for and will work through and finish this course represent this change. They will need to spend time on the course while working. They will need to have the focus and energy to fulfill the course requirements and give it justice. They need to have the confidence that they can, and they will. We will spread the belief that our goals can be achieved and the risks are worth taking. The women who graduate from this program will gain insight and understanding. They will have some extra tools to approach their careers and business challenges. They will hopefully have greater drive and opportunity. They will have more confidence in their ability and the future of our industry. They come from around the industry, from around the world. They will be able to show leadership, be role models, and mentors in their own right. To be a mentor requires a desire to share and the confidence to do so. To make a difference in a leadership role needs the confidence to do things differently. And I hope this is what we can use this program for, and our other work within Maritime SheEo, the IMO, and WISTA, to build up the belief that diversity awareness is growing. Our objective is that we should increasingly build up gender and diversity awareness, where leaders do not choose their workforce based on gender, color, or ethnicity, but on capability and being fit for the job. We need female leaders to have the confidence to increasingly demonstrate that conscious awareness is the key to a better future for our industry. That is, to choose people from any gender, from any part of the world, or of any religion and ethnicity, because their education, work experience, and work ethic fit the team and its goals. We have the tools to build industry-wide confidence that having a broad spectrum in a workforce is doable and not a risk to achieve more goals and results. I wish everyone who has applied to take this 8-week course the best of wishes in completing it. I know that you will learn much and thrive, that you will build up your own confidence and, just as importantly, the confidence of others in you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Despina Theodosiou, the president of the WISTA International. The importance of the intersectionality is very well taken, and we really need the diversity in this maritime sector. Now, I'd like to invite the Secretary General of IMO, Mr. Ki-Tak Lim, to make his remarks and the official launch of the Maritime SheEo Leadership Accelerator Programme. Dear participants, please join me to welcome Secretary General, Mr. Ki-Tak Lim.
Thank you, moderator. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me start this speech by wishing every one of you Happy International Women's Day. The maritime industry is working to transition to a more sustainable future. To this end, we must decarbonize, digitalize, increase efficiency of shipping, and also, again, we have to fight climate change challenges. This transition cannot take place without the brightest minds working to find solutions. Diversity in leadership is good for business. We must do everything in our power to cultivate a wide range of thoughts, skills, and attitudes. Women leaders are vital for the future of the maritime industry. We must take steps to make the industry more welcoming and to support women on their career path. IMO is committed to achieving UN Sustainable Development Goal. This includes Goal 5, which aims to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. IMO has been working to facilitate gender equality in maritime since 1988. Our gender and capacity building program is dedicated to helping achieve training, visibility, recognition of women in maritime. In furtherance of this work, the 8 Women in Maritime Association, WIMAs, were established. These WIMAs offer valuable networking and mentoring opportunities that can enhance the careers of women around the globe. IMO benefits from the work of those capable and skilled women who guide the complex discussions and deliver excellent work within their national and regional bodies, as well as at some of our committees and subcommittees. The IMO Assembly has adopted a resolution urging continuing firm action in the coming years to advance gender equality throughout the maritime sector to reach a barrier-free environment. Furthermore, I know that many IMO member state delegates are active in the IMO Gen, the Gender Equality Network for IMO delegates. IMO Gen is pursuing key initiatives in pursuit of our common goals. On the 18th of May this year, we'll also celebrate the inaugural International Day of Women in Maritime. This day gives us an annual platform to celebrate women in the industry, promote the recruitment, retention, and sustained employment of women in the maritime sector, and raise the profile of women in maritime, as well as to strengthen IMO's commitment to Sustainable Development Goal 5, gender equality, and support the work to address the current gender imbalance in maritime industry. I'm very pleased that IMO is sponsoring 30 spaces for women from around the world to participate in the Maritime SheEo Leadership Program. This program will empower women from our sector to become future maritime leaders and create diversity legacies in their own organizations. After all, the students of today will be the teacher of tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you will join me in this moment of pride for the journey that these 30 women are undertaking. And in a moment of gratitude for the hard work by Sanjayam, Despina, and their teams to create and run this very meaningful program. Together, we will build a more diverse futures for maritime. I wish all of you and all engaged in this campaign every success in the future endeavors. Thank you. Back to moderator.
Thank you very much, the Secretary General, Mr. Kita Krim, for your encouragement and continuous support to women in the maritime and ocean communities. With your leadership, the success of empowering women is promising. and thank you for being with us today. From now, I would like to hand over to Ms. Fabiana Martins, the WISTA International Executive, to lead the next 15 minutes for a special session. Ms. Fabiana, over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Momoto. We are so happy to be here today. And we have invited some participants of the program, as all the audience can meet them. And the first, ladies, congratulations. You have been chosen in a very competitive global program. So congratulations for you. I would like to start with Nadine. I understand you are an engineer, Nadine. Can you please present yourself for the audience, tell your name and where you are from, and tell me what do you expect from this program? We are facing all these new technologies and everything in the world. How do you expect this program will help you as a better leader?
Okay, hello everyone. Hope all you are doing fine. I'm so happy that today I'm participating in this event. Thank you so much, IMO and Mrs. Sanjayam, for letting me to participate today. I am Nadine Saeed, marine engineer from Egypt. My expectations from this course toward the program that it will raise up my development and raise up my potential skills for enhancing new strategies in making decisions. You know, all we are that some skills are self-learned and others are learned from life lessons, but there is some critical skills or some required skills must be taught by courses or by professionals to get the experience to deal in the future with other situations. As we all know that the female seafarers in the life or through work, she faces irregular situations which require from her quick and smart, accurate decisions to overcome these situations. For my aim from this course that it will increase the productivity from the female seafarers and increase also the ship crew engagement and emotional intelligence, because there is somehow not jealous, but we don't know what they say due to gender equality from female and male seafarer. There is something, a trick that we have to overcome it to work in a good environment as build effective work, teamwork. I also aim from this course that it will teach me for the future how to influence people or how to influence the crew or everyone I deal with, and also to avoid the future mistakes. I think I will be another Nadine because the leadership course is very important in our maritime field, especially the females who are working on board of the ship. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nadine. We all hope that you have more Nadine in the world too. Mayra and Stefania, please tell us, how do you do to be motivated? We all know that to be a leader is so lonely sometimes. How do you do to get motivated, and how do you expect this kind of course and actual work will help you on this?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning from Chile. First of all, I would like to take a few seconds to express my gratitude for choosing me in this amazing program and send my regards to all the women participating in this event and on this special day where we commemorate International Women's Day. So first part of the question, how to get motivated? I think that's a very big challenge. From my point of view, I think I got two main sources. First of all, and is the reason why I became a maritime lawyer, is family. My dad, my brother, uncles, great parents, even great grandparents are seafarers. So I think it's in the family. And the second reason is being a WISTA member. That allows me to be in touch with great women who always inspire me, not only in Chile, but also in a global way. So regarding the second part of the question, how I think that participating in this accelerator program, it's a big motivation by itself. As I said in my commitment letter, being able to meet women who are on the same page will help me to develop a particular network And that in turn is one of the most important characteristics that motivates me to be part of WISTA. And finally, I see we have a large range of professionals within the maritime industry on this program, and that would definitely allow me to incorporate new tools and also see new and different perspectives.
Thank you so much, Mayra. Stefania, and you, which are your expectations?
Good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone. It's a pleasure to be here, and I want to thank everyone for being this possible. Well, I want to put an example. Inside of my responsibilities are inspect to foreign vessels which arrive to Mexican port. During my job, I have faced some inequities due to men see me doing activities which was though were only for men. So after the example that I just mentioned, my major motivation is to show everyone that women have the knowledge, attitude, and capacities to do an excellent performance in whatever job, even in the maritime field. So in addition, my other motivation is being an example for young women who are looking for an opportunity, who are working harder than anymore. So I know that this program will provide me with the leadership skill, will provide me with the networking, and also the knowledge to share with the women who are working in the maritime field, and even in the Latin American Maritime Association, the Red Mamla, where I am an alternative member. I know that big changes are made step by step, and I want to be part of this big change. Thank you, everyone, for being an inspiration for me. And I'm excited to take this program.
We thank you, Stefania. We for sure will follow you up during this program, and we want to know after it how you improve your abilities. Are Kai and Virginia with us? Kai, can you please tell us your expectations? Do you have Kai in the room? I'm not sure. Virginia? No? So I will pass to Huntra. Huntra, are you with us?
Yes, I am here.
Oh, good. So I pass to you, Huntra. You have been selecting this competitive program. Tell me which parts of your career and your brand, why do you think you succeeded on this, and what tips could you give for the others that will come? It will be the first one, but we really expect to have the others. And so please tell me, what do you think was the difference that make you be selected for this?
Thank you, Fabiana. I'm very happy to be part of the leadership program this year. First of all, let me thank Maritime SheEo for the initiative and for allowing us to attend this program. And special thanks to IMO and WISTA International for their support. To your questions, the aspects of my career that I think made me be selected for this very competitive program are the following. Firstly, I have over 6 years of work experience as a quality manager in stevedoring and terminal operating companies in 2 major ports in Madagascar. Secondly, I am since 2016, I started to get involved in a women professional association called WOMESA, or Women in the Maritime Sector in Eastern and Southern Africa. For just background information, WOMESA missions are to advocate for gender equality and to improve women access to maritime training and to promote the women's advancement to key decision level making in the maritime sector. I am now a board member of OMESA Madagascar. And thirdly, I am eager to learn and continuously improve my skills by attending various trainings, such as a training on port senior management organized by Jimmy, Galilee International Management Institute last year. For those who wish to be selected for the future and similar programs, here are some tips. First, you need do not hesitate to take action when opportunities arise. Do what is needed and do your best. And secondly, follow, for example, LinkedIn pages related to maritime to the maritime sector in order to get quickly informed of opportunities. So these are some of the recommendations that I can make. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Hanja. Now you see why you're being selected. You are a rock star. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Virginia and Kai, are you able to speak now? I see Virginia and Kai here, but I'm not sure if they can, if they're having any IT problem.
Hello.
Oh, Virginia, good to hear you.
Good afternoon from Kenya. I'm Virginia, a member of OMESA. OMESA is it's women in maritime sector in Eastern and Southern Africa. I take this opportunity first to appreciate all those who participated in this shortlisting process exercise from the Maritime SheEo leadership, and also the International Maritime Organization. Hello.
Very good, Virginia. We're so happy to have you here. Which are our expectations for the program?
To learn and to gain the leadership skills as a young professional.
Very good. Thank you, Virginia. And you, Kai, now I think you are able to speak. I see you here. Can you try to unmute?
Apologies, I think she's dropped off the call.
Okay, no problem. If you join us again, you can hear her. I think I want to check if I have Aim or Renee with us. I don't want to miss anyone. Aim or Renee? No? No. So I think these are the ladies that we have for today. Dr. Momoto, thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here. And again, congratulations. I will go back to you, Dr. Momoto.
Thank you, Fabiana. Thank you for this very inspiring discussions, and it is really great to hear a lot of many women, young leaders to share their views and experience here. I would like to thank all the speakers and participants. Also, please be kindly be reminded that you are more than welcome to post some questions in the Q&A box so that we will take your questions as much as possible later on. So now, before we start a question and answer session, I would like to invite some comments from a key industry player, Mr. Guy Pratten, Secretary General of the International Chamber of Shipping, ICS. So Mr. Pratten, please kindly be invited to make comments.
Thank you very much indeed. It's been a truly inspiring 30 minutes actually, just hearing all the wonderful stories, and congratulations to all selected for this programme. And thanks to WISTA, thanks to Maritime SheEo, thanks to IMO for inviting me today. I feel truly humbled. I mean, I'm very much committed to this and what you're going. I've got 2 daughters, one of whom is at sea, as some of you know. So this is really important to me personally, in terms of encouraging more diversity within our industry. Because if we are to make real change in our industry, it's vital that allies step up, shoulder the burden, and actually take action. And I do think it's beholden on me, along with colleagues, to try and do what we can and to use every opportunity to promote women and underrepresented groups and advocate for them. With just 2% of the maritime workforce being women, this has remained stagnant for far too many years, and we need to do something about this and make change. We at ICS, we champion women in the industry, and we help to ensure they are visible. We try and amplify female voices, and in fact, hopefully some of you today will see our video, which we launched today on social media, amplifying women seafarers' voices to show that they are absolutely essential to our industry. We work to make sure that we have things like female representation on leadership insight panels and at all events as much as possible. And in campaigns like This Is What a Seafarer Looks Like, which I referred to just now, which is launching today, it showcases a diverse range of female talent working in our industry, from cadet to chief executive officer. And there's a few CEOs I see on the call today. We also have an ICS Women's Panel and Diversity Panel, which brings together shipping leaders and creates important outputs like the newly launched Diversity Charter, which is now free to use on the ICS website. The Charter is an online tool to encourage shipping companies to improve and annually review their diversity and inclusion practices and create opportunities for all, irrespective of their gender, race, ethnic origin, nationality, disability, age, sexual orientation, gender identity, or religion. We encourage companies to access this diversity toolkit and to sign and make pledges to make a much more diverse and inclusive workforce going forward as we move to a new, brighter, decarbonised future. Companies can be awarded achievement levels of Explorer, Bronze, Silver or Gold, dependent on the number of improvements they make over the years. And we would again encourage as many companies as possible to sign up to this charter. And how others can be allies. Being an ally is all about shouldering the burden, being experienced by others. So we can do these things we can do to help us to champion and provide opportunities for others, amplify women's voices to ensure they are heard and respected in your organisation, advocate by using your own power and influence to bring people from underrepresented groups to influential people in our network, educate ourselves from mistakes, take a stand, speak up if you see behaviour or speech that is degrading or offensive and explain why, and be confident, listen to other people's experience. Let people know you have an open door policy and believe what they share with you. I think this has been an incredibly important day, an International Women's Day with so much going on elsewhere in the world. It's so important that we celebrate and advocate for women in our industry, an industry which I'm very proud to be part of. So I really commend you for this amazing initiative. Wish all congratulations and all the luck for those selected for this programme. And I'll hand you back now to the moderator. Thank you all very much for listening.
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Pratten, for your encouragement and the support to the maritime women in leadership and the great initiative to know about the ICS. So maybe we can then move on to the Q&A session. I think I would like to take the first questions, actually, because today's theme is women's leadership and the Leadership Accelerator programs. So the questions actually coming towards Ms. Sanjayam and Despina, that the audience wants to know what support from the allies have both of you experienced in your careers. So what kind of support that you have actually experienced when before reaching to your leadership positions. So may I invite the order of the speakers in the program. So can I ask Sanjayam first? If you can actually limit your speech, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, that would be really appreciated. Sanjayam, please.
Definitely. So I think one is family really levels the playing field. So its support starts at home. And I was very lucky to have the support system, not only from my parents, but also my husband. So that's very important. Apart from that, at work, I think it's important to have male allies, to have mentors. So I've had some great mentors who are men and women both. And that really helps. It helps you grow. So even currently, I have a mentor. I'm also mentoring some other women. So at any stage of your career, I think we need to continuously grow. So we need to, what really made a difference in my career is the presence of a mentor professionally. And from the family side as well, I think it's important for them to realize and support you, because that's the best way I feel we can balance.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanjayam. Ms. Despina, please.
My answer is very similar and will be very similar to Sanjayam's, and I think what it comes down to, having someone, whether that's from your family. Sometimes we're not all of that lucky. In my case, I was, so I have a very supportive family, but I know that's not the case for everyone. So finding someone at work who can act either officially or unofficially as a mentor, being able to instill in you that confidence that you can do it. I think that's one of the main things that younger women, and it's something that I went through as well in the earlier part of my career, is lacking the confidence, because obviously you don't see that many women in the position where you want to get to. Now it's changing, but a few years ago it was really bad. So having that person or people that you can trust and discuss your career pathway, get their advice on it, but also get the emotional support and the confidence that, yes, as long as you work hard for it, as long as you continue educating yourself, and that's why this program is so important. As long as you keep persisting and have resilience, then opportunities will come your way. And I'm saying that knowing fully well that opportunities have not really presented themselves so easily to women, especially in the past. But I think this is what we're all trying to do now, change this course. And this is what this program is trying to do, together with the Maritime SheEo, but also through our collaboration with WISTA and the IMO. This is what we're trying to do. Give these opportunities and create these opportunities and open the way and the path for everyone that is in the industry, because we need to remember discrimination in the industry is not only gender-based. So for everyone in the industry that wants to go ahead, to be able to do so.
Thank you, Despina, and also Sanjayam, for your sharing your stories we wish that we have more time, but let me also move on to the next questions. It is actually the questions related to the role of the companies, the maritime or shipping companies. So I would like to actually ask Mr. Guy Pratten, of the Secretary General of ICS, and also the women, the seafarers who are in the panels earlier. So the question to the Mr. Pratten is that what can companies do to be more inclusive for women? So you might actually address already, but this is a question for you, that what the company can do. And also for the women panelists, that whoever wants to answer, you are also asked that what you expect the company to do to welcome women. So let's hear the two side of the stories. Okay, Mr. Pratten.
Thank you very much indeed. It starts at the very top. The culture of any organization starts at the top, with the chief executive and the chairman and the board. And if they set the right culture in the right direction, that then filters right the way down through the company as well. So I think a true commitment from the leadership of any company is the key to making a much more diverse and cultural workforce within its that they can have. So that's why I would sort of say, we've produced some tools, for example, the diversity toolkit and other things, but actually it starts from a frame of mind. And once that frame of mind is to be inclusive and open to everyone, and amazing what results you can get. Because at the moment, as I said, 2% of the maritime workforce are women. We're missing out on so much talent that it really needs to be addressed. So from the top, starts from the top, I'd say.
Thank you, Mr. Pratten. Can I ask any of the ladies who just spoke during the panel sessions? Okay, Adeseda, do you want to speak? Answer to the question of how the company can welcome more women.
Okay, good morning from Miami, Florida. So by this chance, I want to thank you, all of you, and especially for the Maritime SheEo, IMO, and the WISTA International for the opportunity. I'm really honored to be a part of this program too. I'm a graduate of Istanbul Technical University Maritime Faculty. I am a maritime transportation engineer and ocean-going master. I started my maritime career as a cadet on commercial cargo vessels and belonging to Arkas in Turkey. And I continue as the first female captain of the company by becoming a ship captain. I believe women are strong by nature. This is something we have been granted. So there's nothing we cannot achieve. Maritime is a challenging profession. I accept it, not only physically, also psychologically tiring. Everything aside, you constantly find unpredictable variables such as struggling with nature. When I first completed my career, my contract, my goal was to take my maritime life to top of my my career and become an ocean-going master. Despite all difficulties, I'm not even talking about the difficulties of being a woman here. Maritime is a tough profession. We have to accept this for women and for men. I don't actually really want to separate women and men here, but as women, we had to fight prejudice first, constantly having to prove ourselves, biases head on. So I think we have to invest in young women at university with coaching, networking, mentoring, and inspiring them to lead the change for gender equal future in society and in workplace. For working on board, it is really difficult, and then we need more corporate companies to, invest women on board, because we cannot work on all the ships. We have some needs, special needs, as you know. So I really encourage all the companies to give a chance for women seafarers. And I believe they will use this chance as well. Very good. And for me, I wish to undertake the program to improve my leadership skills and problem solving and financial acumen. And I'm a WISTA member, WISTA Turkey, and then a WISTA USA member. And I'm really excited for the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Seda, for sharing your experience. Okay. There is also another question. So we just talked about the role of shipping company and the role of industries, that how to attract women, more women to work in the maritime sector. Another question also comes to questioning that what are the main reasons that the women would not join the maritime industry? So this is not like kind of industry side, but why what makes the women hesitant to come in and work in this industry? Has anybody wants to speak from the panelists? Okay, Ms. Despina.
Okay, yes, thank you, Momoko. I will share my experience, and of course it might be different around the world, because different societies treat the profession of the seafarer and of maritime in general differently. But one thing I see that is very prevalent is that maritime in general is not a profession that is considered female. So girls and young women are not being encouraged by their school or by their family to pursue this. So women find this profession very far away from them. I will say that in my case, I knew about shipping because my father was a captain, And had he not been in the industry, I wouldn't know anything about maritime, even though I live in Limassol, a maritime center. So this profession was not, girls were not encouraged to follow it, even though things are changing now. And the other thing that I find, and again, this is changing, but I think we still have some way to go, is the image of maritime. I think the more we promote maritime and shipping as a sustainable industry, as an environmentally friendly industry, as a tolerant industry, as a diverse industry, then more women will start coming into it. We should, unfortunately, people still have in their minds the image of the industry, how it used to be 20, 30, 40 years ago. Things have changed and are changing, and I think it's all our responsibility that those of us that are in the industry and love this industry to start promoting it for what it is today and for what it's going to become.
Yes, thank you, Despina, for really highlighting the issues that it is also the culture and also the kind of the young people that we need to probably speak to more often. And I hope that this platform and the partnership between IMO and the WISTA International will also accelerate this the trend. So now maybe I would like to encourage some of the speakers who just talked about the program, this accelerator program, maybe Nadine, Myra, and Estefania, and Hanitra, that you have actually been applied for this program. And can you actually explain what motivated you to apply for this program and how actually found that, how it was actually helped you to become a better leader? So just a very short that maybe, can we start with Nadine?
Hello, everyone. Yeah, as I said before, I'm a marine engineer, and my father was a principal senior surveyor, so he was always my role model. And also, as the lady said before, to make and be good in the work, you have to have a family support. And also, my husband is a seafarer. He is a shipmaster. He is always pushing me to the future and to look forward and helping me, because when I am on board, so he can stay with the kids. I'm looking forward that how it will improve my skills, this course, that in the future, I'm looking forward to improve my degree in the ship. And also I have finished my master degree and making now a PhD. So all this will help me to deal with the teamwork, because somehow we are the females, we face discrimination, jealous, and also maybe flirting or a lot of silly situations. So this will improve the teamwork first, and to how to gain and not to get shy to ask for my request for anything, and to always keep learning to have a future better. Thanks.
Thank you, Nadine.
Sure.
Meira, can I ask you to share your experience?
Yes, of course. Well, I'm a maritime lawyer. I work in a law firm. About 5 years ago, I went to study a master in maritime law at the University of Southampton, and before that I worked in CSAB and Hapag-Lloyd at the insurance and claims department. My whole family, as I said before, is related to the merchant seafarers. So it comes naturally to me to speak to all the marine adventure ever since I was a kid. I mean, I had the chance and the opportunity to travel around the world in merchant vessels. So it's kind of a, as they say, I have a salty blood. I also participate in the board member of WISTA Chile as a secretary since the beginning. So for me, this leadership program, it comes very handy. I think we do not have to stay in just one position. We have to keep on working and this accelerator program is a big motivation, as already said, by itself, and it will help me to meet also new women from all over the world. That's a huge motivation, and it's amazing how we're going to see different perspectives of this maritime industry.
Thank you, Mira.
Thank you, Momoko.
Thank you. Okay, we have a very short time, so please just make it quite short and focused. So your motivation and how did you find the program? I will go to the Estefania now.
Hi, I am a mechanical engineer working as port state control inspector. Then on board of vessel, I have seen a little quantity of women. Then I was decided to apply to this course because I know that networking and leadership are the main skills that women must have to influence in other women and to motivate them that we can do whatever thing that we want. Thank you.
Thank you, Estefania. Now, can I invite Hanitra?
Thank you. As I said before, I work as a quality manager in stevedoring and terminal operating companies. And the reason why I am interested in taking part of this program is, firstly, I want to improve my leadership skills, and I want to take on greater responsibilities and become more involved in in key decisions affecting the maritime sector in Madagascar. Also, I am eager to both improve my knowledge and build a strong relationship, strong network with other women working in the maritime sector. Thank you.
Thank you, Hanitra. Seda, can I ask your motivation and how did you find the program?
Actually, there are certain criteria to applying for the program. So, and I'm lucky on this matter because there was a age. There was an specific age, 25 to 40, and I'm becoming 40 very soon on August. So I'm really happy to catch the program at the last moment. So now I'm an investor in the USA. So I was ocean-going masters. I still have my license, but I'm not working on board right now. And I start a new career, become an investor in the US. So actually, this is a new path for me, and also for my leadership skills. So the program will give me the mentorship, what I need for my new path and new skills. I want to improve my leadership skills, and then I want to enhance my network around the globe. Actually, we are lucky to have WISTA for this matter, and I hope we will have more network and we will share our experience and we will have mentoring. I'm a mentor as well, but as Sanjayam said, mentoring and to have a mentor is a different thing. So I hope we will keep up the good work and then we will achieve our goals.
Thank you, Seda. I'm for sure that it will be the plan. Mrs. Sanjayam, so this is the kind of last questions. So how can we actually find the future courses of the Maritime SheEo?
Thank you, Dr. Momoko. So yes, lots of questions. People want to know when is the next course. As you know, this course was funded by the IMO. There were scholarships. So we want to have the next course, say from June to August during that period. However, we would be looking for industry sponsors for more scholarships, and the course can also be self-funded if participants so wish. But it would be between the months of June to August. And we hope that anybody who is interested in participating be in touch with us, and further information will be available on our website, that is maritimesheeo.com. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanjayam, and thank you very much for all the speakers. Now we are coming to the end of the webinar. The key takeaway from today's webinar was that the maritime sector is increasing its capacity building of empowering women through training. And it is indeed not new that the IMO has been long working on gender equality under the slogan, training, visibility, recognition, which has been also highlighted by the IMO Secretary General, Mr. Ki-tak Lim, during his speech today. So the Maritime SheEo is a new platform to offer various maritime services to increase the participation of women in the sector. I would like to share a quote from the UN Secretary General, Antonio Guterres. He said, "Today, women's leadership is a cause. Tomorrow, it must be the norm." So indeed, in order to change our tomorrow together, where women's leadership is in the norm in the maritime sector, we need to increase access and opportunities for women to leadership positions through training. We hope that today's webinar was found to be informative and thrilling to work together, gender equality today for a sustainable tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone, and happy International Women's Day. And thank you very much for your participation and attention.